Hello everybody, we are back for another card opening video, and today Ken and I'm Brandon with Red 5 Rips, we are going to be opening up some Series 2, it looks like, of Upper Deck Racing 1995. So this will be the first time that I've ever opened these particular cards, so we hope to show you what's in these, and maybe pull some cool cards at least.
And we have to say that Upper Deck upped the game when they started producing racing cards. Racing cards, I'd say, was notorious for you probably not having the best quality photography, but this definitely is better. There's still some questionable stuff in here, but what we got going on?
Randy LaJoy.
Yep.
All right, so there we go. There's another one. Oh, that's the electric version of that card. So we actually happened to we saw this one just a few minutes ago before we started recording, and thought this card just looked really, really cool. But this is the electric, which is the special version of this card. So that's the one. If you ever wanted to send off to get autographed by Richard, that would be the one.
Yes, it would be.
Yep. All right, so I also got a Bobby Allison.
Yep, he's famous.
We'll put this over here.
That was Davy's father.
Chad Little. Bobby Labonte. New for 95, Dale Earnhardt Jr. No,
Really?
I'm sorry, no, I thought I saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the
sorry.
back. Yeah, I thought that picture. Dick Trickle. We don't have any beer to take a sip whenever we see Dick Trickle. Jimmy Hensley.
A little early for that.
Yep, yep. John Andretti. We're just gonna. There's an electric Ricky Craven. I pulled the electrics apart because those are like the suit special inserts. There's another insert or electric. Oh, I may have missed an electric in here, but that's okay. Bobby Labonte. All right. There's a Rusty Wallace.
Rusty Wallace.
There's Miller card. And so these cards were actually bricked up a lot. We stuck them in the freezer overnight, and they seem to be coming apart really well. Joe Check. Jeff Bodine. Jeff Burton. There's a Ned Jarrett.
That's Dale Jarrett's father.
We'll put all these legends up there. All right. And I don't know who we're not. Is there any like rookie driver this year that we're looking for?
In 95?
Yeah, I don't know. Season debut, Michael Waltrip.
Well, he was driving well before that too.
We'll put him there. Mikey. There's an electric.
Michael
Ward. There's a Kyle Petty. Did you know?
Yeah. What does it say on the back? Did you know? I wonder if I knew. Instead of driving the 43 car that his father, he drives the 42. That's fairly
common knowledge.
Common knowledge there. He did win his first race he ever entered into. It was a 1979 ARCA Daytona 200 race, and he won it. I remember a story that he was telling. It might have been on NASCAR Scene, which has a really good YouTube channel. But he was telling a story of where. That's cool. Where he was in his first race, and his father came up to the pit crew, or the crew chief, and said, you know, what angle was the spoiler on it? And they go, it's laying all the way down, you know, no spoiler. That's a cool one.
There's an electric Terry Labonte. And mine will finish up with an electric Gary Bradbury.
Terry Labonte, they called him the Iceman.
All right, we are back with another card opening video, and as you can see, we've already opened up a few. Apparently, the camera did not start when I started. So anyway, this is Brandon with Red 5 Rips. We are ripping some 1995 Upper Deck Series 2 racing cards today. So as you see, we actually got started already because I thought we were going, and then I noticed we weren't. These are some of the cards that we've already pulled. Apparently there are electric versions of these cards in this box. We have a really nice Richard Petty electric Legends card. So that's been the best pull so far. So we are just going to continue on, and hopefully the camera does not stop on us again. There's an old Jeff Gordon New for 95. All right, there's a Bill, Wild Bill from Dawsonville.
Voted most popular driver forever,
yeah,
right up until Dale Earnhardt Jr. showed up on the scene.
Yep. That was a sad day when he lost that title. Joe Nemechek, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Bodine. Is it Todd Bodine? There's another Jeff Bodine season debut. Who's this? Steve Grissom. Did you know Dale Jarrett? That's an electric. Pull that side. There's a Darrell Waltrip electric. He's still going strong at this point. Jeff Burton, Davy Jones, Randy LaJoy.
These Speedway Legend cards are probably
They're pretty cool.
And if you ever wanted a card for a signature, these would be the ones to use.
Agreed. Kenny Wallace electric, and then there's a Mike Wallace electric right afterwards. Speedway Legends.
That Harry Gant.
Harry Gant.
Skull Bandit.
There's a Bill Elliott that I see. Another Elliott, the season debut. I'll put him over here. I'm gonna pull out all the Elliott cards. Thinking maybe Ken will let me have the Elliott card. He doesn't like Bill.
Oh, I like Bill, but you could have it.
They're worth a cent each, maybe, so it's okay. All right, there's a
I don't
Jeff,
know, unless you're in Dawsonville.
There's Jeff Gordon electric. Did you know?
Yeah.
And a Jeremy Mayfield electric. I remember Jeremy Mayfield racing the Dodge the first year.
There's a whole story about Mayfield.
All right, here's a predictor. What was this one?
Rusty Wallace predictor. That's cool.
I don't know what that is, but cool.
It clicked all 10.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. Mark Martin. And 2 electrics. We got a Mikey and a Mark Martin electric.
By far, probably the driver with the most complete, well-rounded career that has not won a championship or did not win a championship was Mark Martin. Great race car driver, owns a car dealership, and has a little museum inside that car dealership where you can go and see some of the cars he raced at Roush and won. So I'd go check that out.
And what city is that in?
You asked me that before, and I don't remember. But guess what? I'm gonna look it up.
There's a electric Jeff Gordon. And an electric Loy Allen. Ken Schrader. Todd Bodine. There's a Darrell. Look at that Western Auto car that he had.
You know, I should have known this. It's Batesville, Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
And he's from Arkansas. I knew better, but yeah, I should have known.
So Batesville, Arkansas.
That's right. Go down there. If you're ever going through Arkansas, check out his dealership, and it also has a museum in it. It's really cool. And you know what? It has some cool cars and history in there from a good time in NASCAR. Not so good right now.
I don't follow NASCAR anymore. I followed it back then, these times. Way more than...
Well, when NASCAR took racing out of its home and moved it all over the country, where pandering to fans that
you're one of those.
really weren't fans,
You're one of those. Okay.
well, that's what happened.
Okay.
You know, when you have to build a track that has its casinos and all of this and that, because people aren't there to watch the race, they're there for just the ambiance. Then you don't have fans, you have something else.
Okay.
That'd be like going to a college football game and not watching a college football game.
Well, some people don't. Some people go just for the experience, like the outside experience, technically, right?
I guess.
There's Smokey Yunick. Don't know who that is. But he's a legend, apparently.
Well, if your first name's Smokey,
Then,
you got a good chance of being a legend.
I hope his nickname was the Bandit. Oh, that was probably before Smokey the Bandit. John Andretti. And we got an electric Bobby Allison.
That's cool.
That's a nice card. And an
Part
electric
of the Alabama gang.
John Andretti. All right, you want to start cracking some of yours?
I think John Andretti raced for Cale Yarborough Motorsports.
Okay.
And he won a race, I think it was at Daytona, for Cale.
Okay.
All right.
So this is what the rookie cards look like, FYI.
That's pretty cool.
And of course, as with all Upper Deck, they're all switched around and flopped around, and you gotta twist them, and just not that great.
Let's see if I can, let's clear.
Come on over. Yeah, come on over. That's the good card pile.
All
Come
right.
on over there.
Ken Schrader, Ricky Craven. I always thought Ricky Craven was a good driver. Dale Jarrett, when he was in the Texas car. There is the, well, we'll go ahead and let you talk. Electric Jeff Gordon.
Electric Jeff Gordon. So that's a
Right
good
there.
one.
That's the face you have when you've married Miss Winston.
Yeah, is that it?
Yep.
What face is that? What's he thinking? He's like,
I don't
oh snap.
Yep. And then
What have I done? Sort of thing.
and then you got Kyle Petty when he switched from, well, Meliello changed out for a Coors Light.
Mm-hmm.
And the Silver Bullet car. Pretty cool paint scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Musgrave. Some more Ricky Cravens. Darrell Waltrip, DW. We got Todd Bodine Electric. We've got an electric Smokey Yurnick.
Another Smoky, huh?
Yeah. Hey.
Smoky. Oh, it's electric though. You might get the whole electric set.
John Andretti Electric. John Andretti, he was a soft-spoken guy, but you know, he won some races. Raced for
carried a
Richard
big
Petty.
engine.
Raced for Richard Petty for a few years.
You got a lot of cards.
There's another John Andretti.
Electric. Is that electric?
Couple in a row. We
There's
got
the rookie.
Steve Kinzer. Steve Kinzer came from the World of Outlaws. He did not make the crossover from that type of racing
yeah.
like Jeff Gordon did,
Yeah.
and Tony Stewart did. So, but still, good race car driver. Mike Wallace, electric, and then we've got Did You Know, Rusty Wallace. I'm just going to peek back here because and see if I didn't know something about Rusty Wallace. Rusty is one of 5 Winston Cup Rookie of the Year winners to later capture a championship, no doubt. Great driver. Really miss seeing that Miller Genuine Draft car going around the track. Like I said today, it's pretty bland racing. Sterling Marlin, Ricky Rudd, Morgan Shepherd, another Mark Martin.
Oh, who's this guy?
And we got Cale Yarborough Electric.
Oh, awesome. Like I said, you might get this
If
set.
I remember Cale, it was interesting. You'd have Cale show up. He would be a guest on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh,
Yes, he
okay.
would. Yes, he would. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
We got Loy Allen, season debut Electric. Terry Labonte, the Iceman. Derek Cope. Ted Musgrave. Jimmy Hensley. Another Ricky Craven. There's Greg Sachs in the Kendall car. That was Kyle Petty's teammate. Electric. Mike Wallace, Electric. Rusty Wallace, season debut. Ted Musgrave, Dale Jarrett.
Let's see if these have any value.
Probably not,
Oh, I'm just checking.
but they're fun.
Who knows? I know.
They're fun.
1995. Upper Deck Racing.
Let's go through another handful. These are just as they were pulled out. Lake Speed, cool name for somebody that's a race car driver. We'll put him in this stack. Bobby Labonte. He ended up doing very well. Drove for the King for a while.
Mr. the King.
You know, it's just like, the photography on these are much better, but every now and again you get one of those, it's like, really? He put all this on in front of the brick wall for you? I mean, cinder block wall, bad lighting, and he's putting his helmet on. So is he going to run his head into it, or what?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
not getting in a car there. I can tell you that right now.
That's funny.
Another Richard Petty Legends card. That's just an awesome card to have signed.
That is an awesome
Dave
card.
Marcus. Dave Marcus did a lot of tire tests for Goodyear. I always had a Goodyear hat on. Did a lot of work with Dale Earnhardt, Richard Childress. Steve Grissom electric card. Here's a Jeff Gordon. This is probably the look on his face a little while after marrying Miss Winston.
You know,
it goes downhill. You know?
Hey, if you say so. I mean, I don't know what. All right, so we had some technical difficulties with the camera, but I'm back. We're back now. Third time that we had some issues with this video. Just pulled out a Bill Elliott predictor, which is a nice, cool card, and another Bill. All right, let's see what you got, Ken. You're just pulling out some of the best stuff.
Moving fast here. We got Rudd, Electric. These are subsets within the set, and we've got Del Jarrett, Mark Martin.
I remember the baseball, I think, had electric too. I think those.
Derek Cope. Got another Bill Elliott, Ted Musgrave.
Take it, this is the car.
And we got a Junior Johnson Speedway Legends, and he was a Speedway legend. Got a Bobby Labonte Electric, Rudd, another Davy Jones. He didn't make much, but it's an electric card, so we'll put it up there. Rusty Wallace. It wouldn't be a bad card to have signed. You get a nice space there for a signature.
You have a Rusty Wallace signature.
I do.
That you pulled out of the tracks, right?
I did, yeah. Kenny Wallace. I have one in here that I did pull that I wanted to just remember a situation.
Okay.
If I can find it, I think it was somewhere in here.
Who was it?
He had a lot of promise. Jeremy Mayfield. This guy had a lot of promise. I think he was the first driver to fail. And like I said, this is all just from memory. I think he failed a drug test. It's interesting though. He had a lot of promise. Was winning races. Ran for Penske. Had his hair bleached blonde. He was the epitome of going fast. But I think him and Dale Earnhardt got into a track incident, and he pissed Dale Earnhardt off, and then all of a sudden he had a drug test and failed the drug test.
You're not saying there was any funny business going on.
He didn't make it back, let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have pissed off Dale Earnhardt just as a young driver. Not a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, why would anybody think about that? You know, why would
We
you
always
think
have to
that?
give a shout out to Dick Trickle,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And Hut Strickland. All right, so here's the last two packs I think we just had sitting over there. Let's see, there's a rookie Davy Jones, Ken Schrader, Kyle Petty.
Nice card.
There's your guy. All right, you picked up a Kyle Petty autograph yesterday.
I did.
At the card show that we went to in Atlanta.
I actually picked up two yesterday.
You did pick up two, forgot about that. Electric Jeremy Mayfield, there's your dude. Mark Martin. Jeremy Mayfield again. All right, another predictor. Ooh, it's a long shot. Collect all 10 upper dough to find them in foil packs. What? If you... I guess it just tells you.
Is that the checklist card of the...
Sort of, I guess. That's always the one you don't want to get.
but it seems cool in a way.
Yeah. You should have it sent off for grading. It'd be the first one they've ever gotten.
Just so they can talk about me at lunchtime.
You could have the population one that they do. And there's a nice electric Kyle Petty.
Yep. Got Ted Musgrave, Derek Cope, Purvis, Jarrett, Ted Musgrave again, Craven. Some of these I don't even need to look at them. Jimmy Hensley, another Teddy Musgrave, Derek Cope.
I remember Derek Cope winning the Daytona 500 on
Yes,
the
he
last lap
did.
when Earnhardt blew a tire.
Yep, they was in the Skittles car, right?
Skittle, was it? It
Was
may
it
have been.
Skittle car?
It may have
Oh.
been, yeah.
Morgan Shepherd. He used to ride his roller skates around on pit road. Yeah,
No, I think
interesting dude.
I think there was a card for that a couple of years
Ricky
ago.
Rudd, Sterling Marlin. Olive Garden card would be Dave Marcus. Got a Rusty Wallace, did you know? It's a cool card. Brett Bodine, some John Andretti's here in a row. And John Andretti's passed away. That's sad. He was a young guy. I don't know these circumstances, but good guy, nice guy. Had a family, you know. But Randy LaJoy, Jeff Bodine, Daryl Waltrip, Ricky Craven, Ted Musgrave, Dale Jarrett, and we're going to end up with a Ken Schrader.
All right. Well, that's what you can expect from a 95 box of Upper Deck Racing. It was a lot of fun. I think these cards are actually super cool. The Legends cards.
I'm pleasantly surprised with those.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to get a Richard Petty autograph on those.
Well, you have to send us a picture when you do. We'll put it up on the video. Bye, everybody.